So The Amazing Spider-Man was released in 2012 and was directed by, coincidentally, Marc Webb. It stars Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man slash Peter Parker and Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. The story is similar to Spider-Man 1. You get Peter's origin story, you've seen it before. He gets bitten by a radioactive spider, which gives him spider superpowers. While dealing with that, Uncle Ben dies. I enjoyed how the story isn't a copy and paste of the original one. The movie does show how it's different from that one. I'll do my best to not compare this one to Raimi's Spider-Man. Besides being green, the villain is different. It's the Lizard. He's one of those Spider-Man villains I never really cared about until I watched this movie. Dr. Connors is missing an arm. He wants to fix that, so he uses lizard DNA because they're able to regenerate their limbs. It's quite useful. This Spider-Man uses web shooters. In the past, Spider-Man's webs were released organically. You know, it's kind of weird. I'm curious about how his web shooters work because it doesn't seem to be a button for him to push in order to release the webs. He was funny. There's this car scene where he absolutely destroys this guy. He embarrasses him. People also had been wanting to see Spider-Man be this sarcastic, hilarious, trash-talking character, and they got it. I love the relationship between Pete and Gwen. I think the actors were dating in real life, so that's why their chemistry was so great on screen. It was a great change of pace because we've already seen him with Mary Jane. Here, his girlfriend wasn't at all a damsel in distress. She contributed in the whole saving the day story, and I liked that. The film was not perfect. I felt like Peter was a bit too cool. On top of that, there's this whole conspiracy theory involving his parents, and to be honest, it kind of distracted from the story, but eventually I ignored it. There's a scene in the film where Spider-Man kind of realizes how to be a hero, what it means to be a hero. That moment was inspiring. As usual, you know how the police are in superhero films. They can be so annoying. They'd focus on the person stopping the crime instead of the person killing people. In my opinion, I felt like they were just lazy. I don't condone vigilantism. It's just that they'd choose to focus on the person that's less difficult to catch. Who is more dangerous? A man wearing tights or a giant lizard? I thought his reasons for doing these bad guy things was a bit weak. In the end, I enjoyed this movie. Some people didn't, and that's fine. We're all different. I thought the acting was great, the visual effects were awesome, and I cared about the hero and the story. With that said, I'm going to give The Amazing Spider-Man 4 stars. So, The Amazing Spider-Man, have you watched it? What do you think about it? Please tell me in the comment section below, and have a good one.